Have you had enough about Google Business Profile yet? Well, now you're going to understand how it works and why it works like it is. But the first thing to understanding it is to know what it really is. All right, let's try to go back in time. Close your eyes and then now reopen them. And what do you see? The old yellow pages. Think of the yellow pages when you think about Google Business Profile. Let's rename it today. What do you say? We'll call it Google Business Directory. It's a directory just like this. This was a book. The Google directory is online because everyone knows Google is available for maps and information. So when you're looking for something, the first thing that pops up usually are maps. And what the maps are, listings, directory listings. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you to be able to follow. You see, in the yellow pages, they charge you more to be upfront or to have a larger listing. Google doesn't charge you anything. It's a free listing. You can pay to play and get on the very top. There's a couple of spots on there you can get. But for the most part, if you do your homework and you list properly and you use reciprocal linking, backlinking, anchor text, and okay, before you stop watching, by the way, hit the subscribe button, would you? Because I got some really good stuff on here. It's going to be very easy to follow. But you see, when you follow the rules, it's called best practices. You're going to get rewarded by Google and they're going to rank you higher. So when I call people up and say, would you like us to manage your Google business profile? I get I get the RCA dog look. What could it be? I just want to help them because by managing it properly, you get ranked higher. They're probably thinking, if it's a directory, I probably have to pay somebody. No, you pay people like me, agencies, people that are out there that know how the system works. And guess who I'm up against? The next guy, and this agency, and that agency. The difference is not many people have 25 years experience. I kind of think you're in good hands working with our company because we will make sure you're going to get in a favorable position. So, not me bragging about myself here. Let's talk about results, right? Let's go to Charlottesville, North Virginia. This was a moving company buddy of mine. He says, Artie, up in this area here, I want to rank. And the name of his business was like Bobby Joe Movers or whatever, regardless. He's not in the top three. That's where he needs to be. Charlottesville VA Movers. Who's going to most likely get the call here? This one. Why? They got the name in the title. 4.8 stars. That's about as good as you can get. He's classified under mover. See, this one's classified under mover. This one's classified under moving and storage. It's very important you set yourself up properly. Now, the person that I was looking for, let's see who else is. Oh, Milo the mover. What does that say about Charlottesville? It doesn't, but that is his name. So maybe Milo the mover of Charlottesville or Charlottesville, Virginia, Milo the mover. I know that doesn't sound attractive, but if you want to be where everyone's looking, you have to be in what's called the fold. The top three is considered the fold. And in order to do that correctly, if he just puts his name there, it's just going to be a matter of time before he's going to get reported to Google. If you get a DBA, now you have a certificate that allows you to advertise that way. Remember, DBA, great tip you got here for free. Remember, subscribe. If you subscribe, you're going to get a lot more tips like this on a regular basis. Then you have Google Guarantee right here. Google Guarantee, Google Guarantee. The way that works is they take every business based on the value of a ticket, an appointment, a reservation. They come up with a figure that they'd like to be paid once you get that phone call to make a proposal. So somebody says to you, hey, I'm a moving company, right? Hey, Milo the mover. We want to get a proposal for this. Okay, we'll get back to you on that. Google heard the word proposal in their software. They immediately charged you for that call. It might be $30 or $40. If you don't get that, you need to call the company up that's running it for you and tell them, hey, I got a call that didn't convert. Google is fine about giving you credit on that. But for the most part, they're going to charge you every time they think that a call turned into a possible proposal. That's Google Guarantee. And that's not for everyone. That's for certain service-based businesses where people aren't just going to click and order a move. They're going to ask for a proposal most likely. So that's how Google Guarantee works. Let's get back to what's going on here. So if you go to the number one guy, Charlottesville Moving Solutions, it might be because I typed in Charlottesville VA Movers. Let's look at how his listing is laid out here. Notice he's got information, he's got reviews, he's got information about his company right here. He's using words like University of Virginia, company started in 1973. You want to put words in here. Now, if this company specialized in pool tables and gaming or curio cabinets, pianos, grand pianos, that should all get stuffed in here the best way possible. It's got to read right. I shouldn't say stuff because the idea is you want to put all the information that's relative in there, but you don't want to stuff it. Creative people know how to write it into really legible content. Now remember, content is king. What that means is how you write things, what words you use is how you'll rank. Many times we do SEO on a page, people read it and say, so what'd you do? Did you read it? I mean, does it have to say Sarasota dentist specializing in crowns, Sarasota, Florida dentist? We use the words to match up with the search results, and that then leads to a positive result in what you're looking for. Back to Charlottesville Movers. We come down here, so we have this information on the company. Now you're pretty much being solicited to go somewhere else. They give you another chance down here, and you've done nothing with it. What is it? It's called an update. We are thankful for our past and present customers. Get an estimate with our, okay, learn more. November 18, November 1. Those are the last two. Well, where have they been since? You want to see postings every week. Why every week? Because they go down after 7 days. So if you're making, this is called an update. If you post an update every 7 days, it's going to go down. As you can see, they've been posting updates. So they look alive. They look like they're doing something. And that's really important. Let's take a look at another one. Now, I think this one just showed up. This is a company called Mojo Productions. Now, is it M-O-J-O? M-O-J-O-E? What does that mean? I don't know. What's a Mojo production? You see, there's no category here. Remember the other one said movers? Remember once it says movers? I don't know where that went. Okay, there it is. 50 plus years in business. When you went over here, it said mover. So what happened with Mojo? Nothing. So this person probably doesn't even know they have this listing. And all Google's thinking is, well, it's, for some reason, they think that they're in the United States of America. Maybe the phone number gave it away or something, but there's really nowhere for it to get information from. Look where it stops. And the good or the bad thing about Google is they just don't put anything out there. So it makes a listing look like it's okay, but there's nothing there. And the customer might look at this and say, well, I see my name is there. Oh, looks like I should add some hours. What do you mean ask a question? Do you know that if you post a question and answer it and get 3 clicks on that answer, it moves to the top? Just a little bit of knowledge you should know. And that's it. Now, this is my product down here, related keywords, because I'm always checking keywords and listings for businesses. So this is all this company has. Now, let me show you where this could go. Let's just go to Google now and do a quick search. We have a customer named Ashley's Flowers in Detroit. So if we go Detroit, as you can see, I've done this before, florist. We do the search. I know you're going to say, oh, you got it cached in your computer. I'm not here to try to fool you. I'm telling you this is how it works. You can do this on your own computer. There they are, number 1. This customer was ranking number 22 when she met us. And she says, Art, what can I do? I don't even come up in the top 3. And there's a lot bigger shops than hers out there. There are older shops than her up there. Why is she number 1? How did she get over Detroit Floral? I'm not here to pat myself on the back, but I'm trying to tell you. It's because, number 1, no one's breaking the record on reviews. Check this out: 4.1, 3.2, 4.0. Now you got to go beneath the fold to the fourth spot, and you got this company over here. Look, Gaddy's 4.7. If only I could talk to them. I can't because I only work with one company in a city. I will not work with competition. I want you to be number one. There's only room for one number one. Any more than that, one becomes 11, right? Um, Here, you got information here as it goes down. Google wants you to go to these people, so they're opening them up a little bit more. But in the very top, these are the premium spots. This is a paid ad. This is organic because it doesn't say sponsored on it. So if you do it right, you're going to show up. You know, October 23rd, there was a big algorithm update, and it hit us. It hit a bunch of people. Well, she got knocked out at first. I quickly jumped on that. She didn't even feel it because ever since she got into the top of the fold, she said her phone, it's been like a different business. So it's very powerful. And the only way to get to the top, unless you want to study this stuff and really understand it, is to call a company like myself and get a good footprint, build a foundation and grow on it. Don't think, oh, I'm going to pay some kid off of the computer a couple $100. It's going to make me a page and I'll be good. Because every week, every day, it's changing and updating. So you want to make sure you stay ahead of all that. And to have a team that does nothing but look at this all day long is in your best interest because that's all we do is focus on ways to get you higher. Because at the end of the day, if you're not successful, we're out of business. So that's all that matters to us. I hope you find this all interesting. Let me show you something really quick. When you go to her flower shop, on the outside, it just looks like, well, okay, there's her listing. You go to the website, and there she is. Notice up here, we have a review button. You should always have a review button on your website. And it takes us right to Google reviews. These are real. These are links from Google. You don't want something that is just going to be words. I went to a website that said John Doe. It really did. It said John Doe on the first line. I mean, that's a sign of a very bad website. And unfortunately, most people don't know enough about websites to question the design. The design should really speak to the actions of the customers. So when you go to Ashley's, you see you have a nice price points. You can get around the site, get to the review us. But what's interesting is this clickless order system that's going on. What's happening is people are going to this and they're checking out the products and they're placing their order, never touching the website. I mean, this can go on and on and on, all the things that are happening here. But as you see, when you go down here, there are her updates, Thanksgiving arrangements, Christmas flowers. It's alive. It's got a lot going on. Things are happening. And that's why you want to post every week. Well, guess what? We do all that for you. We post, we answer reviews, we update the listing. But first things first, we have to clean everything up to make sure it's properly set up. You see how she's got the cities here, the names of the flowers. There's many ways to set this up and to set up your categories. You really have to know, get a good feeling for what you're trying to accomplish here. And then you'll be amazed what you can get done if you know what you're doing. So before you try to cut corners and get a deal, think about how valuable this is. It's like the old days, right? You remember how valuable that yellow page was. There it is. It was only 2015, 2016. That's when we won the Reader's Choice Award. This was my flower shop. And of course, I was very heavily into all this because it worked. Obviously, now it's not an issue anymore, but this is the next biggest and best thing. And what's going to be next year or a couple of years from now? It's good to have a digital company an arm's length away so you can continuously build and grow and be ahead of the curve so you don't fall behind. It's tough to play catch up. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. All right, thanks for watching again. Please subscribe. I can use more subscribers. You'll get free information in your inbox as I post it. Thanks again for watching. Whoa, 14 minutes.